Oh hey, how's it going guys? My name is Maikya and let's get straight into another theory video. That was an interesting intro. Anyway, let's just get into this. So I'm going to be talking about the Wolf Legends from Pokemon Sword and Shield today. So these guys are interesting, let's say the least. On the logo obviously there's a wolf head on that one and there's a wolf head on that one. We don't know why, but there's two wolf heads almost identical on both logos. Now this doesn't normally happen obviously with things like Heart Gold and Soul Silver. We have Ho-Oh and Lugia, very different Pokemon, very different kind of uses, very different sort of things. But for some reason on these games specifically they decided, hey, we'll make the logos different by doing Sword and Shield, but the actual legendaries are the same. But I'm going to go into this theory, are the legendaries actually legendaries, and if so, what are they based on? So, if you guys are hyped for this video, be sure to smash the like button down below. I love your support, so let's just get straight into the theory. So, we can see on this right here, we have Mark Madness on Twitter, my dude, at This Is Fun Right. Okay, guys, go check this out below. I'm going to be going through this little thread, and then I'll be leading this into some of the content. So, we're going to go on with this and read ahead. So, okay, with the help of King Cocoa Butter, I think I may have worked out the beginnings of the central arc of the evil team in Pokemon Sword and Shield respectively. A ton of this is based on spoilers and leaked from the internet, but a good chunk of it also comes from English history. If you are versed to that kind of thing, I understand. But keep it brief, I think the evil team will be based on Roman citizens or soldiers, as they attempt to invade or conquer the Galar region. So why do I think for starters this has happened? So, he's thinking, hey, it could be based on the idea that people from Rome are coming over to invade. I don't know if it'll be an invasion as such, but I definitely do think that there are, as in British culture and British history, Roman links, and I think that'll lead into what I'm going to talk about later with the Wolf Legends. So he says here about Julius Caesar, a little bit about that. I'm not going to be going too much into detail about this because this isn't really for this video. I just wanted to get into like the later stuff. So basically, Julius Caesar tried to capture UK, never succeeded, but Claudius did. Claudius succeeded. Claudius was an old man though, apparently, according to history. Julius Caesar was a fighting soldier, but for some reason couldn't do it. So, obviously, there's a few 4chan posts here and there, but we're going to be getting into the actual stuff down here. So, it talks about Wooden Horse Legendary being the Trojan Horse. Very interesting thing there, but there's no evidence that there is actually a horse legendary. So we don't really know just yet, but that's another thing. But then it goes down to here. So obviously there's a Trojan horse, which is to do with how the Greeks defeated the Trojans. Now the interesting thing is that the Trojan horse was written by the Aeneid of Virgil. Now this is the same poem chronicles as the hero Aeneas, whose descendants Romulus and Remus later go on to create the Empire of Rome. I don't know if you guys know the story of Romulus and Remus. Basically they were two brothers who were raised by wolves, and they created Rome as it is today. Obviously, Romulus then killed Remus because Remus was jealous of Romulus's power, something like that. And obviously, Romulus then made Rome. Remus was dead. So I'm going to be going into this a little bit more. So obviously, there's the Trojan horse and Rome, very similar connections. And then obviously, we have the wolves here. Now, the wolves connect to Romulus and Remus. They were raised by a female wolf, and the wolf is really important in Rome history and mythology, keep that in mind. And here, obviously, in the logos, like he said, they have really direct, references to wolves in the logos, which are really interesting. And basically, the tale here, as I just said, Romulus and Remus, Romulus kills Remus for mocking him. Game Freak won't include this death directly, but obviously, why would they? I mean, they might do, because in Sun and Moon they did a bit of that. But they think the idea of the antagonist twins will manifest in the story. This may be a stretch, but I think Caesar in the game, so they're saying basically this evil team is run by a guy called Caesar. Apparently Caesar will be based on Romulus, and so Remus could be based on the champion of the region. And obviously the champion goes against the evil team, and they fight it out, and so there's like a conclusion, there's a kind of end result. So it'd be very interesting to see if that kind of pans out that way. And so Remus will be the shield of the region, Romulus will be the sword. Very, very interesting how it's all symbolic. It says here, Caesar pretending to desire to make peace with his sibling will bring the wooden legendaries a gift or offering. Very interesting. When in reality it's all a ploy to advance his troops and invade the land. Very, very interesting. So it's like the Trojan horse hiding behind this whole gift. I don't know if this could be a thing. If it is, really interesting. But the conflict of the two forces will devastate the region, and the player will help the champion unveil this metal snake that then goes to kill the horse, and so then makes peace once again. And it's very interesting because it says here the player will intervene, use the power of the Wolf Legendary to separate the quarreling children and peace the land. So you use this metal snake against the horse, which then creates tension and a big battle, and then the Wolf Legendary seals it all. Very much like Rayquaza comes in, takes Groudon and Kyogre and settles them back down again. Very, very interesting. So we're going to go a bit more into some other theories that link to this idea. So this person said on Reddit that the Sword and Shield legendary speculation, is it possible that the core legendary duo of Sword and Shield would be based on Romulus and Remus, the wolf twins from Roman mythology that found Rome? I thought of this idea due to the wolf heads above the Sword and Shield logos looking in opposite directions. So this person's noticed that it's not just two wolves, they're looking in opposite directions, so the sword is looking left and the shield is looking right. Now, they're saying basically this is a duality of as opposed to a singular wolf, so it's not one wolf legendary, it's two. One's looking one way, one's looking the other way. And of course most legendaries are based on real myths, and as far as I'm aware no legendaries have been based on ancient Roman myths yet. Very interesting, very, very interesting. Now we've got a design drawn by Tommy Case. Shout out to you, my dude, you are absolutely insane at drawing. And I'm just going to show you guys this because I think it's worth seeing. And it kind of speculates what these two wolves could look like. So right here we have these two wolf designs. They look absolutely insane. So you got the sword and the shield, obviously. The shield mon very red and very kind of imperial looking, and the sword very angelic looking, sort of protector of the region. So it could match to that kind of idea that Mark was talking about earlier. Very, very interesting. Now I've got a bit more of a theory towards this that then leads into another bit of theory. So let's just get into that. So this person said that although it could be Romulus and Remus, there is the idea of Skoll and Haiti. Now these two people are from Norse mythology, which is where actually the Kalos come from. So the Kalos legendary Xerneas and Yveltal and Zygarde come from this Norse mythology. A lot of Pokemon comes from Norse mythology with the Tree of Life. So this could fit really, really nicely, like really good. Now the interesting fact about this is that I actually believe this is probably more the case than Romulus and Remus. Basically, Skoll and Haiti are wolf siblings that are known for chasing the sun and the moon. What does Generation 8 follow? It follows Generation 7, and Generation 7 was sun and moon. It's kind of given that this could be the case. Like, I don't see why Game Freak wouldn't do that. They're very, very much on their mythology game. They have been for years. Totally makes sense, and I could totally see it being a thing. Now I'm going to read a bit into the mythology behind Skoll and Haiti. So we can see here, Skoll and Haiti are Norse mythologies about two wolves that are passing references to pursuing Sol and Mani, the sun and the moon. At Ragnarok, which is the downfall of the cosmos, they're seen going across the sky trying to catch their prey, which is the sun and the moon, trying to descend darkness on the land. Very interesting concept, very, very interesting concept. And it's not entirely sure which pursues the sun and moon, so it's just kind of like a random thing. But it's very interesting how they've kind of got two wolves pursuing the sun and the moon. We just had sun and moon, and pursuing obviously means to follow, and obviously Generation 8 is following on from Generation 7. Very, very interesting idea. Let me know what you guys think about this. This is all the information I have for now about this idea. Just let me know what you guys think. Be sure to leave comments down below because I love to hear what you guys have to say. And if you guys have any more theories regarding this, is it Romulus and Remus? Is it Skoll and Haiti? Who knows? We'll have to see. But I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Anyway, guys, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. And I will see you guys in another video.